That's interesting, Chantal. What's that going to be all about?
Yoga blocks.
Yoga blocks?
Yes.
All right.
Useful props for a specific exercise that we'll be doing.
And what are we doing today?
We're doing some core work.
All right.
Yes, so we'll
Good.
be working on strengthening the core, specifically the front today.
Yep.
Okay. And when you think of the golf swing, it's important to have a strong core.
Absolutely.
In order to maintain, first of all, posture. So
Yep.
if you're at a dress and you have no core strength, one tendency is going to be, in my case, for example, because I have a big curve in my lumbar spine, everything jots down, so my back. So I have a bigger curve in my lower back and there's no engagement here.
Okay.
Other people, if they have no core, this is
Yes.
going to happen,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's the forward
Yes.
tilt. So it helps us maintain a nice posture.
Good.
They play a huge stabilizing factor throughout the golf swing as well. And they also help with the trunk rotation, specifically the transverse and oblique.
Yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to offer different ways of building strength.
Okay.
And we can see what works best for you and for your viewers.
Awesome. Well, as you can see, I still don't have a mic. We're waiting on the replacement microphone. So you're the important person. You're the important voice. So I'm all yours.
Let's do it. So we'll start with a warm-up, starting in your table position, so on your hands and knees. So always important to warm up the body. Okay, so in table position. So I want you to bring your awareness first to your lower abdominal. So thinking of bringing your navel towards your spine a little bit. Gotcha. Okay. Then tilt your tailbone up and shoulders back, head up. So we're kind of breaking down our cat-cow for a moment. Here your focus would be to let go of the engagement in your core, maybe feeling a little bit of a stretch in the front of the belly as well, as your shoulders go back and the head goes up. Beautiful. Now reverse that, tailbone under, bring your head under, press the floor away with your hands. Now I want your navel to go towards your spine a little bit and feel a nice little support there. Okay? So we'll do 5 cat-cow and I want you to bring your focus to the navel area throughout the sequence. So as you inhale, let's reverse that. Now we're releasing the engagement and gentle stretch for the belly. And exhale, navel towards the spine. Feel the engagement a little bit of the core. And let's do 4 more at your own rhythm. So again, our point of focus is the navel area. And I'm looking for just a little bit of a small action in the core. I'm not looking for gripping. Okay, I'm looking for toning. That's what we're trying to do at this point. Simply bringing awareness to the region we're going to be working hard on today. And let's do 2 more, nice and easy. Good, and come back to your neutral table. So here in your neutral table, we need that gentle tone of the navel towards the spine. I'd like you to curl your right toes under, then extend your right leg back. Yes, and then pretend you have a tray of glasses on your lower back. Lift the leg up a little bit, keeping your hips square to each other. Good. Now take a nice breath and think of lengthening from the hip to the heel back. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose and round your spine. And here, navel towards the spine. Good. Inhale, extend, think of extension. Try to stay nice and stabilize on shoulders and arm. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. 3 more. Still at the warm-up section of our session. Think of extension as you inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Are you bending your left elbow because you have pain in your shoulder?
No.
No? Okay. Extend. We'll look at that eventually. And exhale. Big exhale. Hold it there for a moment. Just feel that action that's happening in the core. And then release. Keep the leg extended for a moment. Bring your navel towards your spine, so lose that curve. Beautiful. And then knee down. And then we'll move to the other side. So in between, always take your time to connect to your foundation. Notice, have I shifted from one side to the next? And once you feel you're ready, we're going to curl the other toes under, so the left. Slowly lift the leg, use your glutes and hamstring to do that. Navel towards spine, so we're not sinking in the lumbar, beautiful. Then when you're ready, a nice breath in, extension. And exhale, knee to nose, rounding the spine. So it's a little bit of the action of cat-cow, but we're using a little bit more stabilization here because we're lifting one limb, so the left leg in this case. And 3 more, taking your time. Now I always say the slower the better, because when we use momentum, sometimes we actually don't develop as much strength, because momentum is part, right, yes, of the equation.
I get that.
Okay, so one last time, bring your knee to your nose, stay there to feel what's happening in the core. Then slowly extend your leg out again. Check to see if your navel is still towards your spine, that you haven't sunk into your lumbar, beautiful. And then bring your knee back down. Good.
And this is a warm-up?
That's a warm-up, sir. All right, last movement for our warm-up. And this, there's no movement to it. You're gonna hold the posture that I'm gonna ask you to do. And it's simply to bring the awareness to the entirety of the core. So I want you to pretend that I want to slide a piece of paper under your knees. You're going to keep the top of your feet down onto the floor, yeah. You're going to keep the feet down, the hands down, obviously. And I want you to lift your knees just a little bit, just a little bit. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. How did that feel?
I forgot to breathe.
Oh, I'm so glad that you noticed that. Well, we're going to do it one more time with breath.
Okay.
So,
I should have about 2 breaths in that 10 seconds.
You know what? Just breathe normally. Don't try to match the breath. Don't try to match, just breathe normally. That's why I'm not really, telling you how to breathe in this sequence, because I want you to do it on your own. Are your wrists bothering you a little bit? No? Okay. So let's come back to your table one more time. Breathe normally here. Don't try to match the breath. And then we're trying to slide a piece of paper right under the knees. Now, I know it's challenging, so see if you can bring ease throughout the body and the mind, breathing normally. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release.
That's a cool exercise.
Yeah, better with breath?
Much better.
Everything's better with breath. Remember that. Good. So now we're ready to move on to our back. Okay. So you're going to lie on your back, head on your supporting pillow. Okay. And it's here that the block can be useful. At home, if you don't have a block, you could use a book. You could also use a towel.
Where do you find those?
You can find those anywhere, really.
It's a yoga block.
It's a yoga block. They're used in Pilates as well. Okay. But a towel will do the same as well.
It won't fit in my stocking.
No, that won't fit in the stocking, but a gift certificate will, for a store that sells blocks. So from here, I'd like you to take the block in your hand this way and hold it at about 45 degrees above your head. So arms are going to be straight, and here all I'm doing is stabilizing the shoulders, okay? Tucking the chin under a little bit so we lengthen the back of our neck. Yeah. Beautiful. And I want you to pretend that you have a line of pennies right under your spine. Okay. And if I was to ask you to turn around, I would actually see the imprint of the pennies on your spine. So the action that I'm looking for is navel towards your spine. So in other words, flattening the lumbar spine, right? Okay. Then the rib cage, in some cases, it just wants to open up. So I want you to, at the rib cage,
Yeah.
flatten down onto
Yeah.
the mat.
Yeah.
Same thing with the chest. Okay?
Okay.
Just take a couple of nice and easy breaths here, feeling that action.
So when I exhale, I'm printing the pennies.
Yes, that's right. And here I would really say don't try again to match the movement to the breath at this point. Just connect to the sensation of the spine imprinting the mat. So what we're doing here is a stabilization sequence. So from here, keeping the imprint, and that's really important. If you lose the imprint, it's a sign of weakness in the core, so we won't continue the movement, okay? Keep imprinting. Then lift your right foot off half an inch, half an inch, half an inch. Keep on imprinting. So if I wanted to slide my hand under your spine, I wouldn't be able to.
That's hard.
Yes. Release your foot down. Breathe. Okay, so now you've lost a little bit the imprint. Yeah, so keep it, maintain.
Wow.
So from navel, rib cage, and chest, then lift the other foot off, half an inch. And let the breath flow. Keep your imprint, lower your foot down, keep the imprint if you can, and then lift the other foot up. Good.
Abs are really working hard.
Yes. Release the foot down, keep the imprint one last time on the other side. You're going to relax your brows, your forehead. Good. They have nothing to do with abs. Good. Release your foot down and bring your arms down. Take a moment to rest. Block on your belly just for a moment. Okay. So when we work on our core, quite often what happens, I didn't see a lot of it here, but we'll use the neck, we'll use the hip flexors, right? And we'll stop breathing.
Right.
Okay? Think of ease throughout the body. It's going to be easier, and if it means that we're holding less time, that's perfectly fine.
That's really key what you just said there. So when we do these exercises, we want to try and do them with ease.
All the time.
That's what you want to do with your golf swing.
All the
folks.
time.
All right, good.
All the time, because if you're not doing it with ease, there's tension being built in another region. Okay?
Fantastic.
So, and we don't want that, because then we're going to have to work on those regions. And
So it really helps. So when you're focusing on performing these tasks with ease, you're actually focusing on performing easy tasks. And you want to bring that to your golf game and to anywhere else in your life too.
exactly.
Right on.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of yoga, I find, is that initially when people come to yoga first, they want to get strong bodies, or they want to work on quieting the mind. And you realize as you progress through yoga practice that you actually incorporate it throughout your life. Okay, so if you're driving in traffic and you're stressed, you're practicing your mindfulness. And it just creeps in beautiful ways that you just feel good. Right.
Fantastic.
Is that
All
great?
right.
All right, let's try that again.
Okay.
So holding your block or your towel between your hands at home if you don't have a block, and a gentle pressure, I would say maybe 20-30% of your strength. So again, we're not looking to build tension in the shoulders. First, stabilize. So navel towards the spine, we're imprinting. And here your rib cage jot it out a little bit. So see if you can imprint it down. Yeah, beautiful. And chest down as well. Are you breathing?
Wow. Okay.
You're breathing?
No.
Yeah, breathe. So that would be actually the first level.
So if we bring the chest down, we can only breathe through the abdomen.
Yes, I mean, I realize that, but what we're looking for is to really use the entirety of the front body in this stabilization series. So if I let the rib cage open out a lot, there's a here, it means that there's going to be an arch in the back. I don't want that. Yeah, okay. So this would be the first level, just staying here and developing awareness into the sensation of having the spine imprinting on the mat. Then keeping the imprinting with ease, lift the right foot off a little bit. Then lower it down, keep the imprinting. Lift the other foot. Aha, imprint, yes. Then release down. Can you keep the imprinting one more time for each side?
Yeah.
Lifting. Releasing down. And one last time. Really press my hand now. I want to feel that a little bit more. Yeah. And release down. Beautiful. Block on your belly. Take a moment to pause and rest.
I find it challenging to breathe on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that's why I'm not asking you to synchronize the breath, because
Okay.
it would be too much. So just
Okay.
let it be.
So just focus only on the printing.
Yes, on imprinting.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And if you realize that you're not breathing, breathe.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So there's a third level. Would you like to try that?
Sure.
Okay. So hold your block again, 45 degrees. And again at home, if this was sufficient, you just stay there. You know, this would be your level for a few sessions. Okay. So the next one, I'm going to ask you to bring your knee towards your chest, the right knee only. Yeah, 90 degree. And then I'd like you to extend your left leg out and hover the leg. Okay? Ooh. Yes. So come back to your neutral position, both feet on the floor, because we need to imprint, right?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So navel towards spine.
Yep.
Yep. So the entirety of the spine is imprinting.
Yep.
Right knee towards your chest, 90 degree. Extend the left leg. Okay. Take a nice breath here. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Imprint. Yeah. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, switch. One last time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Good. And release. Both feet down.
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Now that is the most challenging exercise I've had for the core yet.
Yes. And
Wow.
it's complete. So a lot of people like to do crunches,
Yeah.
right? I'm not a fan of them.
This one was awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That one was really good, you guys.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of crunches because they bring a lot of stress to the spine, specifically the
right.
lower back, and you use momentum.
Exactly.
Right here, there's no momentum. You're
Yeah.
using your own body.
That was really good.
Okay, want to do that one more time? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
All right.
Even though it was hard.
Yes.
It was fun.
Okay, so if we didn't have any viewers with us,
Yeah.
I would say we're going to stick to 11.1 and 2 at this point.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But because we want to just repeat it because you
Yeah.
enjoyed it, we will.
Okay.
But because your lower back was lifting up,
Yeah.
I'm thinking we need to build a little bit more strength before we get to level 3.
That's because my legs are heavy.
Yes, correct. They're going to get heavier weight when they get strong and strong.
All right.
All right, let's do that one last time. So block over the head, beautiful. Think of your imprint and think of doing all of this with ease, even though it's challenging, okay? Then right knee towards your chest. Extend the left leg, hovering over the floor, the left leg, little lower, here you go.
Wow.
Take a nice breath here. Exhale, switch. Nice breath. Exhale, switch. Squeeze my hand.
I can't go low. If I went this, I'd be fine.
I know. And
Okay.
release down. Good.
Whew. Okay. Well, it's what was challenging is when I brought the leg lower, my
Yes.
lower back lost the imprint. But if I keep it a little higher, I can
Right.
keep the imprint.
Exactly.
You're hard today.
And there's a fourth level, which we won't even talk about
Oh,
today.
well, I won't even go beyond this
Okay,
one. I'm
that's session 20 maybe.
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So from here, I'd like you to, you're going to take a moment just to rest a little bit your arms. So just sway your knees side to side.
Okay.
Yep. Just a couple of breaths here.
good. Windshield washer?
Yeah, a couple of windshield washer releasing perhaps tension in the lower back. And that's one thing to keep in mind when you do work for the abdominals. If your lower back is hurting, you need to back off, and it just means that they're not strong enough and your back wants to help, right? So never have back pain when you're doing your abs. Well, never have back pains, really, right? Okay, so observe that.
Yep.
So let's roll back onto your table position, so on your hands and knees. Make sure your foundation is nice and stable. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to bring your forearms down. Yeah. Good. Elbows right under your shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I want you to wrap your elbows with your hands. So I'm doing this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We're taking a measurement here, having our hands a little bit closer to your elbows. Yeah.
Okay.
Now keeping your elbows where they are,
Okay.
interlace your fingers forward on the floor. So your hands are going to be interlaced, but keep your elbows where they are.
Okay.
That's just a measurement for safe stabilization of shoulders and elbows. So stacking, right? Okay. From here, we're going to forearm plank, by the way. So you're going to extend your right leg out, curl your right toes under. Then know what's going on here, that the left leg is going to extend. Your core needs to support you. So extend the other leg, forearm plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees down. Very nice. Take a moment.
Yep.
All right. And we'll do that one more time. Okay. So this time we're going to do the countdown to 20. Because I know you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're ready, extend the legs. Stabilize the shoulders, right? They're still working here. Beautiful. 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your knees down. Go to your child's pose just for a couple of breaths. So knees towards.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Hips towards your heels. Good. So you were breathing really nicely there. I felt that you were, yes, working hard, but at ease. So I thought it was beautifully done. I don't know how you felt, but.
That was great. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I did okay.
Perfect. So now what I'd like you to do is we'll move on to side plank. So you're going to come on your side. I'm actually going to demonstrate here so you can see.
Okay.
I'm going to start with, my knees are going to be on top of each other because I want to pay attention to what's happening here. I'm going to turn so you can see.
Okay.
So my elbows is somewhat right under my shoulder. Okay. Forearm on the floor. Hand is extended a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. And then from here, I want you to extend your top leg out. Yep. 90-degree for the bottom leg.
Got it.
Okay. We're doing side plank, first level, where the lower leg is actually bent. And then from here, I'm going to use side of my body, right, to lift the hips up. My top arm is just relaxed on top of my body. And then we're breathing here.
Okay.
Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Where did you feel this, Shawn?
Shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And on obliques.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel any work on the obliques on the other side?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, my brain just wasn't there.
Okay, because that's what we're working on, okay?
Okay.
Shoulder, little cranky?
I was, yeah, maybe.
Maybe? Oh,
Maybe.
maybe. Okay. Do you feel that you can do it a second time for your shoulder?
Sure.
Yes?
Unless we want to flip.
Yes, let's
and
flip.
Come back.
Let's flip.
Okay.
Let's flip. Let's go the other side. Okay, so first make sure that that shoulder is stabilized.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a little bit of toning in the back of the shoulder that we want. Okay. Forearm is active on the mat, this one.
Yep.
Top arm relaxed on the side of your body.
Yep.
And when you're ready, lift the hips up. until you feel these muscles supporting you.
Okay.
Okay? And then, you feel that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release.
Feels solid from shoulder to glute. You can
Yes.
feel it in the glute too. Now I can see what you meant by glutes are part of the core.
Of the core, absolutely.
Yeah, got it.
Good. Do you feel okay to do it on the other side a second time?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm counting to 10. Depending on where you're at, I hold my plank for a minute, and after a minute, I'm real happy to release. Some people,
A minute.
but I used to do 10 seconds and not being able to do it.
Okay.
Right? So you build up. And that's why I like
So as long as it feels easy, keep going.
Yes, as long as you're not overly shaking and,
Right.
tensing up, just keep on going.
So you'll naturally evolve into a longer period of time.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So I do it 3 times a week. Some people do it every day. Again, it's all about the time you have and how much work you need to do on the body.
Okay.
Okay? So when you feel you're ready,
Yeah.
first stabilize that shoulder. Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah. And then go ahead, lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release.
Yeah, I feel I could probably go to 15.
Yeah. So that's the first level, and eventually we'll do it with both legs straight. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
So that would be
That's right.
one stacked on top of the other?
Correct.
And
Yep.
then- okay.
But for now, let's keep it 2, because you've already worked pretty hard on your core. So back to your table.
Okay.
Yes, time to try to release a little bit of, of tension in the belly. I want you to come to your half plank. So you're going to walk your knees back. Beautiful. Okay. And as slow as you can, lower down. Don't match the breath. As slow as you can. Hug the elbows by the side of the body. Shift the shoulders back. Just build in strength in the arms here a little bit. Beautiful. Nice. And are you breathing? Good. From here, slide your forearms forward till your elbows are right under your shoulders. A little bit more, right under the shoulders. A little bit more. Yeah. And then the elbows close to the body. So we're working on Sphinx pose here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gotcha.
So expand your hands nice and wide. Remember, it's a back bend. What happens in back bends? Legs need to be active as well.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're activating the legs. Navel towards your spine. Okay? Visualize your shoulders shifting back a little bit.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take just a few nice easy breaths here and see if you can connect to the lengthening of the front of the body. So feeling maybe a little stretch perhaps in the belly, all the way up to the throat. So with each inhalation, you may want to drag yourself forward a little bit with your hands, creating an action. So you're not physically dragging yourself.
Okay.
It's creating a little bit of a traction, so
Okay.
you can lengthen the front of the body.
Okay.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take 3 nice focused breaths here. Really good to counteract C posture as well. And exhale all the way down. You want to stay there, eh? No?
It's getting a little hard on the arms.
Yes, that's right. So let's come all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah, hands right under your shoulders. So now we're going to go back to your child's pose.
Okay.
Okay, take a nice breath in. Take your time, and exhale back. So hips towards your heels, If you want, you can make it the active child's pose where you're on your fingertips, Press the floor away. A nice stretch for the back here. Good. From here, curl your toes under. Very slowly, get up. So walk your hands and knees towards each other, or feet, yes. Hands on your knees. Take your time, take your time. And roll up. Voila, sir.
That's it?
That's it. You've worked hard today.
That was good. That was awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So again, it's just different ways of working the core.
Yeah.
And you choose what works best for you, and we'll work up the levels as we move
I
along.
much prefer that to sit-ups, big time. Mm-hmm. That was really good.
Good.
Thank you.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, so we're going to take a break the next 2 weeks for the holidays.
Correct.
So take your time and go through. I'm going to be going through the first 7 sessions, including this one. This would be number 8, wouldn't it?
That would be number 8.
There you go.
Time flies, yes.
All right, the
Yes.
lucky 8. And then we will see you in 3 weeks for number 9.
Yes.
All the best.
All the best. Thanks, Shawn.